Hi everybody, back again. Still at work, different day, same rubbish. Yeah, so as the title of the video suggests, this is going to be about how to become a HGV driver and what steps you need to take in order to do so. This is aimed at people going from a car to class 2, although there are new regulations that state you can go straight from driving a car, which is your category B, to driving a category C plus E, which is a essentially articulated lorries. I don't know why I said it like that. Articulated, like a robot. Anyway, right, so first thing you're going to need to bear in mind are there are a couple of things that you need to be before you can apply for your HGV provisional, and that is number one, you need to have a full car license. Okay, and number two is you need to be over the age of 18. There are some certain circumstances, but I'm not too sure there. So yeah, you need to have a car license and you need to be over the age of 18. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the DVLA website, and you're going to want to request via their website for forms D2 and D4. Now these are for your medical and for your provisional license. So now I didn't actually have to do this second time around because I did it 10 years ago, and I still have the provisional entitlements on my license. So I'm not too sure really where you're supposed to get the medical done. However, on the DVLA website it says that you can get it done with your GP. However, the eye test side of it obviously is going to have to be done with an optician. I remember when I had my medical 10 years ago, I had my eyes checked and it turned out I needed glasses, so they are now coded onto my driving license, and I need to wear glasses when I'm driving. So one thing to remember when I go for my lessons. And then what you need to do is, I mean, at this point, this is all on the basis that you're doing everything individually. You know, you're getting your medical individually, you're getting your theory test individually, and all that sort of stuff. You can actually sign up to a trainer, an HGV trainer, straight away, and they have packages in place where they'll get you everything sorted from day one. So they'll arrange the forms, they'll get you medical, and they'll do everything pretty much. But I tend to, well, I have so far done everything individually. So this is just how I'm basing everything on, as a step-by-step guide. So yeah, get your D2 and your D4 forms from the DVLA website and complete those. Go to your medical with your GP or a private firm that specialise in driver medical exams. I'm sure you'll be able to find one on Google. Once completed, send the signed D4 form and the D2 form off to the DVLA with your photocard license, and that will be logged onto the system, and your provisionals for the lorry will be added to it. Expect to get your license back within around 3 weeks, and yeah. So, but you can always check now online on the DVLA site. You can check your license entitlements, so they'll probably show there pretty much as soon as they're processed. They'll show your entitlements on there. You can check any endorsements and things like that. So you should get your physical card back within about 3 weeks. So once that's done, Again, basing this off you doing everything individually, you should go ahead and book your theory test. Now, again, DVLA website, or if you just put in Google, book theory test HGV, should direct you to that site. You can book it online. So this is where we start talking about modules. So let's say module 1 is your theory and your multiple choice questions, 2 separate tests, and if you're lucky, you know, you can get a time slot to have them done on the same day. If not, get them done as close to as possible. Your theory test should cost, the multiple choice section should cost £26, and your hazard perception is £11. As far as I'm aware, they've not changed. And then what you could do is what I did, and booked the CPC Module 2 theory, because they all get done at the same test centres as your theory and your multiple choice, and they are £23 to book. So you're looking in total there at 60 quid. Get them done, get them passed. There is a video that I've uploaded earlier in relation to me passing mine, and there's some tips on there regards to the app that I used and stuff like that. So I won't go into that, but yeah, that's what you need to do next. Once you got your provisional back, book your theory, your multiple choice, and ideally your CPC Module 2, and get all that sort of stuff done. In fact, I've probably still got mine in here. Yeah, there's mine there. Keeping everything together. So yeah, get them done, get them passed, get them paid for, and then you'll be at a point where you can start shopping for someone to train you to do your practical stuff. What I found to do is look on Google of who's in your area, or if you're willing to travel, you know, put a certain radius in, and then once you've found a few, look at reviews, look at people saying what they're saying about it, how they got on with it, look at the types of training that they offer, and look at certain things. There's certain red flags to sort of look out for, and that's usually like not doing assessment drives, getting you to pay on the website, signing up full amount, all this sort of stuff. Don't do that. Ring them up, speak to them, ask them how they go about working out how many hours you're going to be doing for your training, and then go from there. Really, I would just say research, look at reviews, see what other people put, what they got up to, and how they found the training. That's what I did. I found a company called Ben Shaw, who are in Burnley, and yeah, they were pretty cool. Yeah, I rang them up. I've got an assessment drive booked in, and then I've got my lessons booked in. Loads of reviews on them. Automatic trucks, which again, don't worry about. If it's an automatic wagon that you're going to be doing your lessons in, you're obviously going to do your test in that. It doesn't matter on your license, you'll still get entitlements for a manual truck. So yeah, don't worry about if it's automatic. If anything, in my view, it's one less thing to worry about. You know, some wagons have these split gearboxes and all that sort of stuff. At least if it's an automatic, you can just crack on and concentrate on everything else. Don't just look at prices. You know, you can easily find training out there that will give you a 14-hour training, cost like 900 quid. But at the end of the day, you know, you could be paying a lot of money out in retests and extra lessons and stuff. So yeah, pricing's not the end of the world. I mean, mine costs 1,600, something like that. So yeah, but look to be paying between 15 and 18 1,800 really for an established and respectable company. Yeah, so once you've done your lessons, usually at the end of it, you'll be doing your test and your module 4 from the 15th of November. The module 3, which is your practical test, is split into 2 parts. Well, currently it's the 3rd of November 2021. And yeah, from the 15th of November, everything's changing. You can go straight up to doing your Class CE, and your practical test is split into 2 parts, which is Module 3A, Module 3B. Module 3A is the reversing exercise, and I believe the show me, tell me stuff. And then Module 3B is the drive out test. You can't do Module 3B until you've passed Module 3A. Hopefully you do. You can pass them both, and then go back to the yard and do your Module 4, which is your CPC practical, which is going around the wagon and answering questions and showing them, you know, how you secure the wagon, secure the load, secure it from immigrants, how you check for immigrants, stowaways, things like that. Yeah, get all them passed. So up to now you passed your theory and your hazard. You pass your Module 2 CPC, which is your theory. You've passed your 3A and 3B, which is your practical, and you passed your Module 4, which is your CPC. So you've got everything. You're done. Tick it off. What you can do then is, if you go back onto the DVLA website, once you've sent your license off and your CPC's been registered, go onto the DVLA website, order your driver tachograph card. These are £32 for a new card, and I believe £19 if you want a renewal, but at that point you're not thinking about renewals, you want a new one. Order that. That again should take about 3 weeks to come. And then once you're done and dusted and you've got all your cards back, you should have 3 cards. You should have your license with your full entitlements on, and you should have your CPC card, and you should have your driver tacho card. Then I suppose it's looking for jobs. Depends on what you want to do. A lot of places at the minute take on new class drivers. I know Hermes do. There's a couple of companies near me do. Best Logistics, who used to be Midvest 3663, they'll take on new pass drivers. Most of the places do an assessment with you first and foremost, just to see that you can drive the wagons and you know what you're doing. However, there are still some places that won't, and they want experienced drivers, or at least a year under your belt. Best advice I can give there is sign up to some agencies in your area. They will obviously explain to their clients that you're a new pass driver. A lot of agencies, especially Driver Hire, which is near me in Oldham, they do their own in-house assessment on you, so they can sort of gauge what sort of driver you are and get you the work that you needed, and then build up your experience from there. Get a year or 2 under your belt, or stay as an agency driver. I know there's drivers out there that just prefer to do that because there's variety in the job. Yeah, and that's it really. So far the process for me going up to my lessons is it's taken 3 months. Obviously I didn't have to do the medical and wait for the forms and wait for my provisional to come back and all that sort of stuff, so probably add another month and a half on top of that. So you're looking around 4 or 5 months at the minute from start to finish, depending on when you can get your test and how well you do in your test. So yeah, I mean that's it. A lot of the stuff you can sort of book and buy on the DVLA website. Get your theory test and everything done as soon as, so that when you turn up for your training, you're pretty much ready to go. Or go down the route of find someone that does absolutely everything under the roof. I know that Ben Shaw have a full package, including some pass protection stuff, which is like 3 extra goes at all the tests. And it was something like $2,500, close to 3 grand. So totally up to you if that's what you want to do. If you want to spend that money and you want to get everything done under one roof and let them do all the paperwork, then go for it. But I just thought the best thing to do would be just to get it done individually and just get prepared for my lessons. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, comment if there's anything that I've missed, comment, and then people watching can read through and catch up. Yeah, so thanks very much, and good luck to everybody that's going for it, and see you on the road. Take care.